What's going on, everybody? Welcome again, people. Hope you guys are good. Listen, we are back at it again tomorrow. Manchester United take on PAOK, POAK, right? We're back in Europe, guys. We're back in Europe tomorrow. Um, Again, it's going to be another battle that we have to win. What's going on? Kamixi 114 is in the house. Good to see you. Forza Milan. Another day. Oh my God. What's up, Alex? How you doing, Alex? Oh man. Uh, um, I pressed it and turned off my phone. Oh man. Uh, you listen. Alex, man. Yeah, they always get you. Guys, welcome, people. We're back in Europe tomorrow. Man United take on POAK. We're going to jump into who do we have, what's going on, who's going to start. Van Nistelrooy did his press conference today. All right, gave us some insight. You know what I mean? Welcome, people. Let's smash those likes from the get-go. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. So listen, again, guys, welcome. This is Man United Center, and I'm your boy Luther. Thank you so much for being here. Right, so tomorrow we're back in, and Ruud van Nistelrooy, gave us the injury update. One thing we can say is Eriksen is going to be available, and the return of Bruno Fernandes, guys. Bruno Fernandes is going to be back, right? Bruno Fernandes is going to be back in this game, right? He's going to be back in this game. So let's see. So yeah, it's a crucial match for tomorrow, guys. We have to get the first win in Europa, guys. Like, and POAK coming to our house, we should be able to dispatch him easily, right? At least 3 or 4 goals, right? That's what I'm hoping. Ciao, what's going on? Welcome. NSR7 is in the house. What's going on? Welcome. Right, guys. Tomorrow's game, we have to get the win, man. It's not going to be acceptable if we don't get the win, because we need to get our Europa journey on the road, right? All these draws and stuff like that, it's not a good look, right? And at least if we get one when Amorim takes over, but imagine this, by Monday Amorim will be in the house, right? So by Monday Amorim will be in the house. So by Monday when he takes over, at least we have one win under our belt, right? Ready to go. And then maybe he can propel us to winning the Europa, because that is, to me, the bare minimum. I'm sure you guys agree, right? Yeah. So let's see. Fisherman, what's going on? Welcome. Let's see. I see Charles in the house. I see the usual crew is in the house. Good to see you. Guys, let's get those likes up, all the way up. Smash that like button, man. Fourth is here. Next week we have the beloved international break. I know, man. International break starts next week, but for us it's exciting because our new gaffer, our new head coach, will be in the house, right? He'll be there. He'll be ready to evaluate. Obviously, he has already started evaluating the team. Trying to see which players will work in his system, which players will not work, who he has to get rid of. Is he going to get rid of anybody? I don't know. What do you guys think? Right? He could very well be like, listen, coming in, he's most likely going to give everybody a clean slate, right? To impress him. So that's what we should expect. But for this game tomorrow, guys, we're going to talk about later about the predicted lineup, how we're going to roll. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty much the same. Van Nistelrooy may make some changes, right? A little bit, because we have another big game over the weekend versus Leicester, which again we need to get a win against Leicester, man. Because us sitting on 13th or 14th is a disgrace. Sage, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome. Right. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Kamixi says it's gonna be 3-1, best forward in the world and can score 2 goals. No, Kamixi is a City fan, man. He's a City fan. Um, yeah. So let's see what we're and on the press conference today. Some of the questions, not Amorim. I wish it was Amorim. Van Nistelrooy was asked if he has had any communication with Ruben Amorim, because of course they're asking about his future. You know, Van Nistelrooy was like, "Listen, man, I have a contract. I haven't talked to the new manager yet, but until then, it's basically it's Van Nistelrooy's show." And of course, by now we know for sure, like Amorim, he's trying to figure out what to do with the Ruud. Um, if he's going to keep him or let him go, how it's going to work out, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So even Van Nistelrooy doesn't know. He hasn't spoken to him, right? So I guess maybe they're going to. Amorim is waiting until he gets there on Monday, and then talk to Ruud and say, "Hey, man, Ruud, I don't need you, man." What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to keep Ruud? Because it's going to be interesting. Because if he doesn't keep him, then of course Ineos has to cut him and pay him off, right? Yeah. So it's exciting stuff. Another question that was very interesting. Onana was asked if they did watch yesterday's game. Onana was like, "Yeah, man, I definitely watched that game," and I'm imagining most of the players watched that game yesterday to kind of see what to expect from the new manager coming. And Onana says, "Listen, yes, we did watch it." And when he was asking, "Do you think you guys can play that type of ball?" Onana was like, "Yeah, man, we can do it. We can play Amorim ball. We can be pragmatic." So it's interesting, and I can imagine all the players will watch that game yesterday, and they were like, "Man, this sporting team is cooking. Can we do that?" And I bet all these players were like, "Man, do I have a chance in this system or what?" Like it's very interesting to think what the players whenever they look at how Sporting is playing and the way they picture themselves in those different positions, if they feel like they have a chance, or some people may be like, "You know what, I'm done. There's no way I'm going to get into that team." So it's fascinating to think like that, and we shall see. We shall see. But Onana says, "Yeah, we can do it." So it's going to be very interesting to see how it's all going to work out. And we don't have much to wait. By next week, the man will be here, and then a new era officially will begin. If players want to keep a Ruud, the board need to do the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for like those days of I agree with you, Chow there, right? The board needs to do the completely different, because no friendly here, man. And we need people to do the work, do the job while we are paying them, right? We need to see something on that field, right? So yeah, let's see. So what do you guys think is going to be the predicted lineup tomorrow, man? Let's knock that out real quick. I'm thinking it's going to bring in some changes. So maybe the center back pairing, I'm thinking is going to be maybe Johnny Evans and Lindelof. What do you guys think? And then maybe Johnny Evans, Lindelof, and then left back. It would be nice if Van Nistelrooy, becomes brave and hands a debut to Harry Amos. I think that would be cool, because PAOK, I mean, we should be able to dispatch him easily. So I'm thinking it would be nice. It would be nice to give Harry Amos a debut, man. Um, uh, NSR7. No, I don't play Fortnite, man. The only game I play, man, it's like what is that? It's FIFA, but it's not FIFA. It's like FC 20. I have 24. That's the only game I play, really. That's why my son always tells me, "You have a PlayStation 5, you play one game. Come on, man." Right? So, but no. I said Amorim will be appointed immediately. Um, yeah, we have 3 games without him. Well, Forza, listen, the holdup is, Amorim wanted to play a few games before leaving, right? He wanted to make sure that he plays the Man City game, and I think they have one more game coming up, and then he heads on this way, right? So that was the deal. They didn't want him to like leave abruptly. He wanted to, because the games coming up, the 3 games that he coached were important games for Sporting. So he wanted to make sure those games are out of the way. Everybody's happy. That way he can leave with his coaching staff because he's living with them, right? So the coaching staff is coming with him, and also to give Sporting time to bring in new coaches and whatever, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, I don't think it's a bad deal. And for us, we had Van Nistelrooy, man, and so it's all good. By international break, he's gonna be here to take charge, right? It's gonna be a take charge. So listen, guys, I'm hoping tomorrow we see Harry Amas left back, Johnny Evans, Lindelof, and then at right back we have Dalot. Midfield, again, I'm thinking it's gonna be Ugarte, Ericsson, because Ericsson is back. Ugarte, Ericsson, and Bruno. Of course, Bruno is back, right? Front 3, I hope he makes changes again, man. To me, Garnacho needs to hold bench based on last game, the way he was playing. He needs to hold bench, all right? So for me, I'm going to bench Garnacho. I'm going to go with Rashi on the left. And then up top, I'm going to go with Xerxes. And then right wing, Ahmad. That's my lineup, man. You guys let me know what you predicted lineup for tomorrow. Drop it in the chat. What do you guys think? But I hope he makes some changes tomorrow and start Amas. Garnacho bench, yeah. Garnacho bench, man. Garnacho needs to whole bench, that way he can think about himself. Right? Let's see. Carissa say I'm a Barca ABC fan. Alex, Garnacho breaking. Yeah, man. Garnacho needs to hold bench. And then he can come in, second half or whatever, 60th minute. And honestly, by then, we are like cooking, maybe 3 goals up, and then bringing Garnacho, call it a day, or give him a complete rest, right? And tomorrow's game may be good too for the likes of Xerxes, because Xerxes has been catching a lot of flack, people. They're already calling for him to be, sold because he's a failure and all this stuff. I think Xerxes just needs time, right? Yeah. But the Sage, I was saying, I'm going to start Ahmad, man. In this game, he has to start Ahmad, right? Because Ahmad, to me, he deserves a start. And if you're not going to start him here, come Leicester over the weekend, most likely he's going to bring in, he doesn't have a chance to start Ahmad. So it's good to start him in this game. We at home, and let him cook, because Ahmad will cook, man. So in this game, yeah, we need Ahmad to be starting. I want to see Ahmad starting at right wing, and I want to see Amas, gets a debut. That way, Van Nistelrooy can say, I am the man who gave you your debut. You know what I mean? In the Europa League, right? Because Amas hasn't played even in the Premier League. So it will be something good for legacy-wise, that Van Nistelrooy say, you know what, man? Amas, I gave you that debut at that Man United team. So I think it will be something good to do. And it's not really going to cost us much, because Amas, I think, in Amorim's system, I think Amas would work too. So yeah. So you say, yeah, start. He looks hungry. Yeah, man. Ahmad looks hungry, man. He looks hungry to play. And now with the Ruud, you can see that he still has that smile in his face. Obviously, all the players love Ruud, man. You can see, I was watching today those training videos. Everybody's having a good time, smiling and all this stuff. You're like, man, it's crazy how quick things change, right? Before it was Ten Hag was around. Now he's gone. Now everybody looks like they have like a second lease in life. People are just like chilling, having a good time, right? Talking about a good time, man. Today it was good to see Lenny Yoro being introduced back to the team. So that was good. We saw Ericsson, of course, is back, right? And then who else is back? Luke Shaw. He's training by himself. Malacia is also back, but not fit, of course, for the game. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see that by international break, very few players will be going for international break. It'll be maybe Bruno and Dalot, Lindelof, maybe Rasmus, but most of the players will be there to work with Amorim. And that's what we want, man. We want a lot of players to be back at home at Carrington, start training, start implementing that 3-4-3 formation, right? It's a Euro fancy shite. Okay. Listen, Euro is going to cook, man. Ruud celebrates like he scored. Listen, Sage, I agree, man. I loved that. But I loved seeing that, man. That man, you can see doing, he's on the sidelines, but he's like boosted as if he's in that game with the players. That's why players love him, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I love seeing Ruud celebration. You may just, it'd be funny if Amorim just keeps him for vibes, just because he's a cool person to be around. The players like him, whatever. He may keep him. But now, I think if he's not going to be doing a specific task, like of course, just being a striker coach is not. I think it's kind of beneath him, honestly, because he has already coached Man United, PSV. I think it would be good for him to say, you know what, thank you, but no thanks. Like these 3 games that he's coached for Man United, it's a big audition right there, right? Because the whole world is watching this team. So I'm sure after this point, if he leaves, him getting a nice job won't be an issue at all, right? So, and I love his press conferences, man. Like when the way he talks, he speaks clearly. He doesn't really like go around the bush. He explains things. So it's cool stuff. Yeah. Oh man. So guys, okay. So make sure you let me know your predicted lineup, and we're gonna talk about the predicted score. But yes, let's go to Arsenal. Arsenal once again, man. Arsenal. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, they are in big trouble. They're in big trouble, right? Once again, embarrassed themselves in the wow. It was crazy. It was crazy. I might work you and never know. Forza say 4-2-4, Hoyland and Xerxes up top. Sage, he may, he may. Then that's the thing too. People are saying like Amorim may come in and not necessarily play the 3-4-3, right? Because he may want to kind of slowly bring the players back, like have the players adapt to how he plays. So he may start with something similar to what Ten Hag was doing, kind of thing. All right, which we shall see. Junior, what's going on, man? Welcome, Junior. Good to see you. Good to see you, Junior. Let's see. What you Arsenal struggle and jumping to score. It's so much fun. Yeah, man. Tables have turned. Resilient. What's going on, people? Let's get those likes up, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe. And listen, Resilient, welcome. Did you hear what Evra said? Listen, that Evra is something else, man. Yeah, he said like, it's like watching Netflix. Oh my gosh. It's so funny, man. It is so funny. Evra is classic. It's like watching Netflix, man. You always want to see that next episode. I think Arsenal made a mistake by not signing a proper number 9. All right, right. Not signing a proper number 9, and that was a big problem. All right. Alex is in the house, man. Alex is here. Yes. Right now he's Forza Milan. My man lost another bet. Chow is saying Arteta in. Yes. And dude, it's so funny, man. As soon as they lost that game, I went to YouTube and I was looking at the Arsenal fan channels, seeing them pissed off. Oh, good stuff, man. Love it. Right? Listen, Alex can't stop betting, man. He likes to live on the edge. All right. Yeah, man. So it was crazy to see, man. Crazy to see Arsenal struggling. And up next for Arsenal is Chelsea, right? Uh, AJ, what's going on, AJ Sue? 2008 Ronaldo was yes, man. He was. Welcome, people. Let's get those likes up, people. Smash that like button. All right. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, man. Kalisi saying anything right now is better than Eric Ten Hag. And so plays exciting football, has trophies, and the players fight for him. Yeah, Sage, it's true. It's true. It's we hope it's going to be better, right? He did say Amorim did say that we should not expect him to play like the way Sporting played, right? He said that today, and a lot of people picked that up. They were like, "Wait a minute, what do you mean when you come to United, you're not going to play the same type of football, right?" Let me see if I can find his actual quote, right? So basically, he said, yeah, he said we should not expect that because at United, it's going to be different, right? At United, it's going to be different, and we may not be able to play the same type of football. Let's see, what did he say? And I'm thinking that I know a lot of people when Ten Hag said that, they were like, "Yo, the reason why we're getting you is because we want you to play that type of football, right?" So your job as a coach really is to find a way and to get us to play that type of football. So I hope he sticks with his guns and doesn't come and sees our players and all of a sudden changes into a different formation, right? I mean, ideally, you would think that okay, he can get a tune out of the players that we have, and honestly, a lot of them some of them do fit his style of play, but it may be tricky. Like I think Johnny Evans yesterday, I saw somewhere he was saying like it may take some time for the players to adapt into that style, but I think he needs to, from the jump, go for the 3-4-3, and even if we get battered, whatever, he has to stick with it, right, and make it work. You know what I mean? So we shall see, man. It's gonna be very, very, very interesting to see, but we need to give him time. We definitely need to give him time to implement that, right? We need to give him time to implement that because it won't be easy, especially turning our players to fight for him like the way Sporting was fighting yesterday. Yeah, we need to see that, right? We need to see that, and let's see. But a good thing with him is he's a good communicator. He knows how to get the players to do what he wants them to do, and basically that's what we expect from him, right? To go ahead and say, okay, look at the profile players that we have, and then go ahead, and go ahead and get the best out of our guys, right? Let's see. I see Ruben Amorim here says, when I arrive in Manchester, I will be living in a different world. It will be a different team, right? So that's why you're saying, he may not be able to play the same way like he played at Sporting, all right? He says the starting point will be different. I will tell Man United fans that we were lucky to beat Sporting, to beat Man City, 4-1. And basically, once he gets there, he's going to assess the team and, make the decision on what he needs to do, right? So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be interesting. But of course, when it comes to obviously players coming back and stuff like that, I think Lenny Yoro coming back is definitely something very exciting, right? It's very exciting to see that he's back. Of course, I know he's going to be pivotal in that back three, right? So, which we shall see. All right. What are you guys saying over here? Let's see. Sage, I agree. Hit the ground. Yeah, hit the ground running, man. I don't expect big things, but definitely want to see the vision on the pitch in terms of what the team will become. I agree with you, Sage. Yes, 100%. We want to see that vision, man. We want to see the vision. And yeah, And a lot of us fans, we do know that it's going to be, it's going to take time. It's going to be something different. The players are learning. So I'm thinking a lot of the fans, they're going to cut him some slack, right? But we just want to see that, on that field, right? We want to see some good football for once, man. Good football. Of course, dominating teams will come later on, right? It's going to be very strange. I think who was talking today? I was watching. I think it was Phil Jones, right? Yesterday, he was saying it's very tricky if you're used to playing a back four, and all of a sudden you as center backs you're told to play as a back three. It's in the defender's brains. You gotta know where the positioning, where you're gonna stand, and all this stuff. So all those intricacies take time because sometimes okay, I'm a back four, I know where my fullbacks are, so you kind of know how to position yourself distance wise. But in this Amorim system, those fullbacks they're not going to be there. They'll be bombing in attack. So mostly, as a center back, you need to know how to position yourself. You need to be quick enough to drop back and all this stuff because when the wing backs bomb up, you're kind of left by yourself, kind of thing, right? So back three is very tricky. Yeah, man, Sage. Yeah, back three. Yeah, exactly. Back three in the Prem, it's gonna be tricky, man. We may be caught out, and yes, we may get really destroyed until our players really catch and know what needs to be done, right? So it's gonna be something. Uh, I don't have a good impressions. I tackled someone. Oh yeah, they fell on the floor, and I yelled "Sunday League defending lad." Oh man, that is too funny, man. Oh man, that is too funny. Conte pulled off back three. Yeah, I think Conte did it. But it wasn't. I think with him it was more defensive, right? But the way Amorim likes to play, it looks like we're going to be more possession on the front foot more, right? Yeah, with the Conte, I think it was too defensive. Let's see. I saw something. I saw, yeah, he did play a back three, but he was like a back five or something, right? Correct. It's funny. Guys, keep it football. Yeah. Let's keep it football related. I agree. Right. This is definitely guys. Smash those likes, people. Let's smash those likes. All right. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Right. So this is cool stuff, man. By Monday next week, our guy will be there. All right. So let's see what's going on. On the transfer side, I see reports that Alphonso Davies wants a signing on fee of around 10 million if he is to move to Manchester United. Guys, do you want Alphonso Davies? And his wage demands are 240k a week. Would you take Alphonso Davies? And this is according to Dean Jones. He's saying United are keen on Davies, but Real Madrid are still the front runners to sign him, right? Barcelona. I just want to mention a back three for United would work. Could work, yeah. I mean, look at Barca, yeah. Barca, oh my God, Barca, dude. Hansi Flick is he's something else, man. Because that Barca team and Lewandowski, man, oh my gosh, like he keeps on banging goals like nobody's business, yo. Right? So again, with even Hansi Flick, right? He came in, implemented his style, and got them cooking. No, it didn't take him that long. So it shows that when you're a proper manager, you know how to deliver your message, you exactly what you want your players to do. These players can adapt pretty quickly. So we're hoping to see that. Chow is saying I'd rather buy Alvaro Fernandez instead of Davies. Said Davies, his work rate could save a few goals, maybe even tuck a few away. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Davis is legit, man. Alvaro Fernandez, if we bring him back, he's gonna come back not as he won't be a starter, I think, right? I don't think he'll be a starter, would he? If we bring, but if you bring Davis back, he's if you bring in Davis, he's gonna be definitely a starter, right? Um, but again, 10 million as a sign-on fee, I don't think that's a lot. Even but the 240 a week, that's kind of high, man. 200k a week kind of thing, but 240, I don't know. But I'll take Alfonso Davies any day, man. Um, let's see. Father say Lewa is actually turning into a Holland. Yes, man. The man is just like you would think Lewandowski. For some reason, I've been watching him forever. This guy, I don't know how old he is now, but he's not slowing down. Just banging in goals, man. Just banging in goals because he has people who can create for him, right? Do you realistically think the best left back in the world will come to the Europa League club? Oh, Kamixi, you got a good point there. You got a good point. Will he? Yes, we're big Man United, man. Right? And that's how it is. It's all about Barada and them going to him and sell him the dream, right? Sell him the project. And most of these players who came to us, they were like, yeah. Once we heard the project, we're like, okay, I'm gonna go there, even though it's Europa. Now, of course, if he has a choice between Madrid and Man United, that's a different case. But still, Lenny Oro had the same choice. He chose United. You know what I mean? So we're still big United, man. On paper, not from current results. On paper, we're still, the greatest club in the world, man. So yeah, he may take that risk and come to us because we're going to offer a bigger project. And of course, he knows if he comes to us, maybe, he's going to be guaranteed playtime, right? At Madrid, not necessary, but, Madrid, they have injuries and all this stuff, right? So it's one of those. Confident in choosing Haaland as a three striker for United, or should United be looking forward to Jan? Confident in choosing. You see, I don't think in Jan we're gonna bring in a striker. I think if we're gonna bring in a striker, it's gonna be in the summer, right? Right now, Amorim is gonna work with what we have, obviously, when it comes to striker position, because it's not a priority for us. Yeah, we need goals, but I don't think we're gonna bring one in Jan. If in the summer, maybe we can go for Gyökeres, who we see that his price was reduced, right? We can do something like that. But in the meantime, stick with what we have and bring in Chido Obi Martin. Bring him to the first team and have him cook. All right. What is Charles saying? Who remembers? Yeah, Benjamin Mendy. Yeah. I had oh yeah, man. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, yo, Lewandowski is 36. Golly, but he's still going strong, man. That's pretty good. And some of these players, man, him, for example, like Ronaldo, Messi, they're up there in the age because they take care of their bodies. They don't put any of this junk stuff, which is pretty good to see. All right, Chow. But what do you support in the Europa match? In recent years, you have been mini Chelsea. I can mix, a mini Chelsea. I don't know. At least we've won a couple of trophies. You know what I mean? As allegations, I really remember. Oh yeah, yes, I saw that, man. But he won the case, Mendy, right? He won the case against Man City on that. I think he needed some. Man City owed him some back pay or something like that. Sage, you say gotta go. Yo, nice to see you, man. Oh my gosh, yeah. Take care, Sage. Good to see you. See you tomorrow, man. Same time, same place, buddy. Dude, did you hear what Fabrizio said? Laporte said if Trump was Messi, He's a free to. Oh, come on, man. Fabrizio didn't say that. That's messed up. Uh, that is messed up. I don't think he said that, man. Come on. Uh, uh, you can't do that. You can't do that to deport Messi, man. Messi, uh, it's going to be an uproar, you know. Raymond, what's going on, Raymond? All the way from Bermuda. Welcome, welcome, Raymond. Good to see you again. They're saying Gyökeres will be going to Barca. Listen, I'm cool with it, man. You know, if he goes to Barca, um, so what? Barca is gonna get rid of because I don't see Lewandowski slowing down. So if they sign Gyökeres, then yeah, he would work there, but he won't get much game time, right? Because Lewandowski right now he's doing it. He's doing his thing, you know. Um, um, yeah. So So we'll see. We'll see. Lamine Yamal, purple patch is coming to a halt. Why are you saying that? Didn't he play well today? I didn't check. I didn't watch that game. I was watching the Arsenal game. Tell us, man. I didn't watch that. I think Lamine Yamal is young, man. That's the thing. He has nothing but time. Couldn't even get a goal contribution today. No, he's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Hansi Flick is gonna be like, listen, kid. Not every day you're gonna be like firing in all cylinders, right? So it's so good. The one player that under that system, Hansi Flick has really kind of surprised me is Rafinha. Rafinha has been like a completely different player, man. Right? And yes, Chow, Manchester Derby is only 40 days away, people. Yes, Chow, I agree. Can Amorim do the same again? Right? Can he do the same thing with that Man United team? Or, it might be some humbling settings. Because I'm sure Pep, when they were hugging after that game, he was like, "Yo, I'll see you in Manchester, man, in 40 days. Let's see if you can do the same with that Man United team, right?" So it's gonna be something interesting, man. It's gonna be something very, very interesting to see. I say who played for again, messing around with Yamal as a banter, but I said he would swap shirts. TikTok took it wrong way, and people were, oh wow, that's messed up. Chow is saying no chance with this kind. Listen, hey, it's all about by then by then we'll have Lenny Euro back. The lid will be ready. Martinez, maybe they've had a couple of games here and there. I don't know, man. If we stay disciplined, we can try it, but it's gonna be hard, man. I think City will run circles around us. Because in order to do what Sporting did, you need to be very disciplined and quick, right? So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Portuguese versus Spanish. Yeah, yep. Yes, sir. Tiki taka versus system, right? Because and Pep, I'm sure Pep was like, I don't think he expected that loss. I don't think he expected to lose that way, right? And I'm sure now the whole world is looking at Amorim and saying, man, this kid is pretty good, okay? Running circles around Pep is no joke, man. Not a lot of people have done that. But again, Ruben, I like his honesty, man. He said it was luck, right? He didn't say anything about, the tactics worked, whatever. He was honest, which I really liked, right? And the man is only 39. Yes, Chow, right? Only 39. He was honest. He said, listen, that was luck, right? It was luck, and he didn't make much tactical changes. It was luck, and you cannot that is not how you play. He wants us to set up a team, not necessarily to play by luck, right? So, I like his honesty, man. Because anybody else, man, you could have been like, yeah, on the press conference, be like, yeah, I had to make some tactical switches, and I moved him here, him there, and that's why we were able to dominate them and stuff like that, So he didn't do none of that. He came, said it honestly, and he acknowledged that Pep is definitely a better coach than him, So yeah. First half, City, yeah, definitely City dominated first half big time. I mean, City, they were all over Sporting, and if they took their chances by halftime, City could have been like up by like, I don't know, 3 goals or something like that, right? Austin, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. I was wondering where you at, man. To think Amorim is the same age as Ronaldo. Yes, that's crazy, Forza. That is crazy. Yeah, man, same age. I think that it's like 6 days different, right? It's crazy. Alex, everybody's talking about your profile, man. That's too funny. Took 7. Kamisi said took 7 only. It's been 50 years since we can say Man U are better than Forest. Listen, okay, dude. All right. Listen. You give us time, man. Give us time. A few more years. All right. Give Amorim at least 2 years. So long as he gets backed properly, right? He's gonna get backed. He's gonna get his players. But one thing I don't want to see, guys, I don't want him to go back to Sporting and bring a whole bunch of players, right? We don't want people to say, "Oh my God!" Look, he went to Sporting and got 3 players, right? Chance McNair, what's going on, Chance? Good to see you. Welcome. People, let's smash those likes, guys. Hit those likes and make sure you hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already, right? Yeah, I don't want him to go back and bring a whole bunch of Sporting players, right? From what we see from him being able to identify a player like Gyökeres from Coventry, right? A player from Coventry where nobody wanted. And Rajat, what's going on? Welcome, right? He went, identified him, and brought him over, turned him into a star. That's what I want him. I want him to identify those gems, right? All right. First of all, you work with the players that we have, but also identify gems, right? And then bring those in instead of you going to Sporting and get those players. So like I asked, it's a little expectation in all competitions this year. Well, with Amorim coming in, I would say definitely Europa League trophy, right? Because that is our path to Champions League football. So we got to win that. And I think you should be able to get us a light Carabao FA Cup trophy, right? And maybe finish top 7, right? I think that's fair and it's doable, I think. Rajat is saying, what if bring Ten Hag back? Rajat, really, man? Really? Bring Ten Hag back? No, man. That is not going to happen, dude. Those days are over. Now we are starting a Ruben era. I don't care what anybody says, but Gyökeres is better than Haaland. Really? Are you talking about Højlund or Haaland from City? Ali, what's going on, Ali Ibrahim? Hello. Welcome, brother. Good to see you. Mapsi, welcome. No chance you're winning Europa League. Listen. Okay, all right. I like that, but I think Amorim can get us Europa, man. I know I'm expecting a lot of silverware. That's true. Fine, but okay. If we don't get anything, let's get Europa, man. Because we need Champions League football, and with the teams that are on there now, I mean, we should be able to do it, man. Starting by tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to start tomorrow, right? We're going to whoop PAOK properly, and then that will be our first win. And then from there, Amorim will take over. Amorim isn't the same line as Ten Hag. Well, Alex, that could very well be because the fanfare, the excitement that personally I have, and a lot of Man United fans have is, yeah, we felt this way before when Ten Hag was coming. We were like, okay, he's an up and coming manager. He has won quite a lot of the trophies at Ajax. He's going to implement his style of play, blah, 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 blah. And then it did not work, right? So it could very well not work. But, with this manager, with his ability to coach and his communication, from what we see, from what we hear, what he has done at Sporting, the only thing we can do is to be hopeful, man. And pray, right? uh so we shall see. What's so funny? Ask me. Yeah, I know. No chance. We need Europa. I see Rajat is saying, would Cristiano cook with Amorim? I think so. Because he wouldn't do much. He wouldn't need to do a lot of defending. Ronaldo likes to play up top. But one thing I'm seeing with, for example, like Højlund, right? Højlund profile and Gyökeres is very similar. And one thing I can say is, to me, I think profile-wise, I think I want to say Højlund is a better finisher. I don't know, but what I'm saying is I think Amorim can turn Højlund into a better finisher, a better killer than Gyökeres. I'm hoping he can do that because there's a very good striker there. He just needs to be coached properly and to be supplied, right? He needs supply. One thing is, Højlund has been living in scraps at United, right? He's been creating for himself, that kind of thing. So hopefully this time around, the players, the supporting cast, they do their job instead of cutting in and taking shots outside the box like Garnacho and Rashi and them. Those days need to be over, right? Another thing, guys, you got to think about this. Do you know Rashi can also really work in that striker position, right? Say, for example, if he doesn't start Rasmus, he can start as a Rashi as a striker, because Rashi has that ability to turn and run, behind quickly. He's a good finisher too, Rashi. So in that central role, he can make Rashi cook as well, man. Right? So interesting stuff, man. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. But I think we're gonna expect a little bit more pain, when he takes over. I don't think it's gonna be smooth sailing, right? So we need to prepare ourselves mentally, like, hey, each game that we watch under him, of course, we're gonna be watching to see, how different are we playing compared to Erik ten Hag? Are the players, adopting? Are the players listening to instructions? Is he going to be on the sideline yelling and screaming? But listen, you're not doing it. Da, da. Is he going to be ruthless? I really hope he is. I really hope he is ruthless, man. Having that authority. If you do not perform, you ain't starting. That kind of thing. We need to see that. And I saw somewhere that when Amorim, I don't know where I read that, Twitter somewhere. He said when he comes to Manchester, after Monday, the way he does it is he blocks himself from all like social media, everything, right? He just keeps his head down and focuses on training the team. He will not be like watching, I don't know if it's TV, whatever, to that way his mind doesn't get influenced by outside noises, right? So that's what he's going to be doing. Like, he's going to keep his head down, train the team for a good, like, I don't know, a few months, that because sometimes managers can also get influences from like, ex players and all this stuff, pundits, whatever. They can make a manager change his style because other people say, oh, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. And apparently Amorim believes in repetition, right? he drills the team like crazy. They're gonna repeat each and every time the way they play. That way it comes second nature. Without even thinking, they'll know where to position themselves, where they need to be at all times on the field. And to do that, he does it by unlimited repetition. So these players, they're gonna be they're in for a rude awakening, right? And apparently his training is very intense, right? And a lot of injuries from most of his players actually come during training. Imagine that. And people already, you remember people complaining, oh, Ten Hag, he's training his players too hard. That's why we have a whole bunch of injuries. Listen, Amorim apparently is almost similar to that. Like he's going to be pushing these players like crazy. You know, a lot of work on the field. I mean, in training until they get it. So, yeah, man, I can't wait to hear what these what kind of cries these crybabies that we have they're gonna come up with, right? Let's see. Oh man, my chat was acting up here. Let's see. I was all behind. Man United is king. Yes, Manchester United is king. I agree with you, Maguire's. Oh man, I missed Van Nistelrooy tactics. No, not here. Point. Okay, Ugarte is way too reckless. I mean, Ugarte, yeah, that's the thing. Ugarte, the only thing that to me with Ugarte kind of excites me is because Amorim knows how to use him, so he's gonna know how to position him and all this stuff, right? And that's good because I think Ugarte is definitely gonna be able to is gonna be able to perform very well, especially with Amorim coming over, right? Right? Coming over. So we shall see. Yeah. We Rajat. Yeah, he lost the bet, man. He lost the bet, right? So we shall see, man. We shall see. Let's see what you guys are saying. Today, today Villa conceded a penalty because Mings, picked up the ball. Yeah, and that. I don't know what team it was. They got away with it. Is it last season? Right. This time the ref was like, nah. You ain't gonna get away with it. Which was good to see, man. Because I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was Arsenal. I think it was Arsenal. I think last season. So that same thing happened to them. What is your Futurama? That's funny. Tomorrow my usual will be normal. Oh, okay. All right. We shall see. Don't do any other bets, man. Do you have any other bets going on for the Man United game? Arsenal versus Bayern. Okay. And Real don't really need Gyökeres, right? Because they have the only striker they wanted was Mbappe, right? Right now they're struggling to get the front three cooking, and that is it's a problem right there, right? Win for United. Oh yeah, tomorrow it's going to be an easy win for United for sure. It should be an easy win for United. Yeah, changing the profile picture, that is not gonna happen, man. To Man City, forget about it. All right. So guys, what is the predicted score for tomorrow, guys? I mean, we have to win. We have to get back to winning ways, right? What is our position in Europa? We're sitting what, 20th? Let's see, Europa standing. 50-0, really, man? Austin, are you about to get back to playing? Did you say your cast is off? Oh, yeah. So Manchester United, we're sitting 22nd in Europa League table. Eesh. And who's on top? Lazio. Second is Tottenham. Third is Anderlecht. And Ajax is sitting fourth. Uh, Roger 3 on goal, then POK wins. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I think it's going to be an easy 3-1. We're going to mess up. Always, we like to give people at least one goal. We're generous like that. You know what I mean? So we're going to hook them up with one goal, and then we'll go and win it 3-1. Right? That's what we're going to do. Lose tomorrow? Absolutely not. That is not going to happen, bro. We lose tomorrow, dude. Oh my days. That will be a complete and utter disaster. Right? It's yeah. You say you're gonna go with 4-0? Okay. All right. Listen, man, Ruud deserves a win in Europe. This is his one and only game in Europe. He deserves a win, man. So I think those players will give him a win tomorrow. All right. Kamik said, no, but listen, Man United were generous, man. When you come to play us, you're guaranteed at least a light one goal. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. But because we have like one or two mistakes in our defense where we end up conceding, but after that we will be cooking. And yeah, again, once again, guys, my lineup tomorrow, as I said, I want to see Ruud van Nistelrooy give Harry Hamas a debut. That would be dope to see him start, right? Harry Hamas on the left. Center back pairing for me is going to be Johnny Evans, Lindelof, and then Dalot on the right. Okay, midfield, I want to see Ugarte again, but this time Ugarte and Eriksson. All right, and then of course Bruno Fernandes is back, so Bruno is gonna go back to his usual number 10. Front three, it's gonna be Xerxes, Ahmad on the right, Garnacho holds bench, and Rashi on the left. Right, I think that's what I'm gonna go with, man. If we do that, that will be dope because at least Ahmad will get his start. Because listen, if there's nobody in that team who deserves the start more than Ahmad. So I hope he gets it tomorrow, right? And we're playing at home, yeah. No, Garnacho needs to hold bench a little bit, not to start. Hold bench, and then he can come in. He can come in second half. He will be good. Won the game with the late Garnacho goal. And if we're losing, which I don't anticipate that happening, then yeah, you may need to inject some energy from Ghana. But at that point, if Rashi starts, Rashi is going to be all over them. And Ahmad on the right, Ahmad is going to be all over them, right? And Xerxes, dropping, linking play, because I think Xerxes needs a game where he can get goals, right? So I hope he scores tomorrow. It will build up his, confidence because there's a lot of stuff already going on Xerxes, man. They're already calling him to be sent back to Italy and all this stuff, which is not fair because the kid is still young, right? We need to give him time, all right? United can score 3 or more. Rajat is saying when Man United won the game with late Garnacho goal, Garnacho looks tired. Yeah, he does. He does look knackered. Chow is saying glory, Man United. Yes, we drew 0-0 to Villa. Okay, right, Alex. Our last clean sheet was a 0-0. Yeah, I mean, to tomorrow's game, again, seeing those players today training, everybody's upbeat. They all know the new gaffer is coming, right? And they know that he's going to be watching. They get another chance to try to impress the man, right? Because some of those players, that if the man is watching, you want to go ahead and give it your best. Because the last game they didn't. This time they get another chance at home with a really, no disrespect, but PAOK is not the strongest team out there. And let's see, PAOK is, they are 30th on the table, in the Europa League table. Right? So they're below us, and we are sitting on 22nd, right? with 3 points. PAOK has 1 point. So, man, listen, tomorrow, we start our journey, right? Tomorrow we start our journey to, conquering Europa League, right? Teams sitting on top, Lazio, Tottenham, Anderlecht, psh, come on, man. Those teams ain't got nothing on the big Man United under Amorim, right? So it's all gonna work out, people. It's all gonna work out, right? People, it is 1 hour. Thank you so much. Let's call it a night. I appreciate you guys hanging with your boy. As always, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. I will catch you all same time, same place tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed, guys. Thank you so much for the likes, hitting those subscribe button. All right. Peace out, people. See you. Take care.